My fiancé is sobbing in the guest room right now. Why? Because I asked for my money back. I'm a 29-year-old man. My fiancé, Chloe, is 26. Last week, her 13-year-old pug, Barnaby, needed emergency surgery. Chloe is terrible with money. She had zero savings, so she begged me for help. I pulled $4,000 out of my car down payment fund. I immediately transferred it to her account. She was at the vet and hysterical. Tragically, Barnaby passed away. It happened under anesthesia, before the surgery even began. It was heartbreaking. I held her for 2 days straight while she grieved. The vet refunded $3,500 to Chloe's card yesterday morning. I gently mentioned she could transfer the money back. I assumed it was a given. I came home from work today and saw a brand new cat carrier. Inside was a Bengal kit, not a shelter rescue, a full-blooded breeder-bought Bengal. I asked, "Where did this come from?" Chloe wiped her eyes and said, "I used the refund. The silence in the house was killing me. This is Leo. He cost $2,800, and I spent the rest on his tower and food." I saw red. I told her the $4,000 was a loan. It was for a life-saving medical emergency, not a blank check for a designer shopping spree. She had no right to spend my car savings on a luxury pet without asking, especially when we have bills to pay. She started screaming that I was putting a price tag on her grief. She said Leo is the only thing keeping her from falling apart. I gave her 2 options. Return the cat and give me the money, or keep the cat and pay me back the $3,500 out of her next 2 paychecks. That would leave her with almost nothing. She says I'm being heartless about Barnaby's death. I feel like I've been scammed. Am I the a-hole? So am I the a-hole, or is she? Let me know what you think. I found out the internet troll who was attacking my business was actually my boyfriend. I'm a 26-year-old woman, and I feel like I'm living in a horror movie right now. I've been with Mark, who is 29, for 3 years. We live together, we share a dog, and I thought we were heading toward marriage. About 8 months ago, I started a small vintage resale business on Instagram. It's my passion project. It started really well, but then a snark account popped up. Let's call it at City Fakes. This account relentlessly mocks local creators, but 80% of the content is targeted at me. They make fun of my captions, they zoom in on my acne in stories, and they call my pricing delusional. It destroyed my confidence. I've spent nights sobbing into Mark's chest while he stroked my hair. He told me, "Babe, ignore them. They're just jealous. You're talented." He even threatened to fine the guy once. Yesterday, Mark was in the shower. He left his iPad unlocked on the bed. It pinged. I glanced over and saw an Instagram direct message notification. "Did you see what she posted today? Drag her." My heart stopped because the notification wasn't for Mark's personal account. It was for at City Fakes. I opened the app. It was him. He is the admin. I scrolled through the direct messages and archives. He has been taking things I tell him in confidence. My insecurities about my weight, my financial stress, even a fight I had with my mom, and spinning them into anonymous insider tea posts for engagement. But that's not even the worst part. I found a connected PayPal link. He's been accepting money from other local sellers to feature, read, bully their competition. He made $450 last month, essentially roasting his own girlfriend. I took photos of everything on my phone and put the iPad back exactly where it was. When he came out of the shower, he kissed my forehead and asked if I wanted takeout because I looked stressed. I haven't confronted him yet. I'm currently sitting in my car shaking. This feels deeper than cheating. It feels psychopathic. He watched me cry over words, he wrote, and comforted me. Do I just pack my bags and leave while he's at work, or do I expose him on the account first? What would you do in this situation? Let me know in the comments. My husband gave away half of our house down payment to his daughter, and now I'm refusing to pay rent. I came home yesterday to a huge shock. Our joint savings account was short $12,000. My husband's excuse? His little girl needed to chase her dreams. I'm 29. My husband, Mark, is 41. We've been living in a cramped apartment for 3 years. We ate rice and beans. We skipped vacations. We drove beat-up cars, all to save for a down payment on a house. We finally hit $25,000 last week. Mark has a daughter, Bella, from a previous marriage. She's 19. Bella dropped out of college last month. Why? Because it stifled her creativity. When I saw the withdrawal notification, I thought Mark had been hacked. I called him in a panic. He didn't answer. When he got home, he looked sheepish. He admitted he transferred the $12,000 to Bella. Why? Because she wants to launch her career as a luxury travel influencer. The money was for a new Sony camera, a drone, and a month-long stay at a villa in Chelum with her friends. All to build her portfolio. I saw red. I said, "Mark, that is half a house. You gave her our future for a vacation?" He got defensive immediately. "It's not a vacation, it's a startup investment. She promised to pay us back with interest once she gets brand deals. You just don't understand the creator economy." I asked to see the business plan. There isn't one, just a vision board. Here is where I might be the a-hole. I told him that since he felt comfortable spending our joint money without asking, he clearly has finances handled. I immediately transferred the remaining $13,000 into my personal account that he cannot access. Then, I told him I would not be contributing a single cent toward rent, groceries, or utilities until the $12,000 is returned to the savings account. Mark turned pale. He makes decent money but has high credit card debt. He relies on my salary to cover the heavy bills. He begged me, saying Bella already booked non-refundable flights and it would break her heart to cancel. I told him, "You can either break her heart or be homeless. Your choice." Now he's sleeping on the couch, telling his family I'm financially abusing him over a mistake. And Bella just posted a photo of her passport on Instagram captioned, "Manifested this sparkles." Am I the a-hole? So am I the a-hole, or is he? Let me know in the comments. I found out my sister-in-law has a huge secret. It all started with Apple CarPlay. I'm a 27-year-old woman. I've always been the black sheep in my husband's family. I have tattoos, I work in tech, and I'm loud. Then there's Sarah. She's my brother-in-law's wife. She's the golden child. She wears floral dresses. She volunteers at the church nursery, and she judges everyone. My mother-in-law constantly compares us. Just last week, she told me, "You should ask Sarah for fashion advice. She understands the value of modesty." Here's where it gets messy. Last Saturday, we were carpooling to the family lake house. My husband and brother-in-law were in the truck, so I drove Sarah. She plugged her phone into my CarPlay to play her worship playlist. We were stopped at a red light when a notification popped up on the dashboard screen. It wasn't a text. It was an alert from a niche-selling app. It read, "User pay pig88 sent $400. Loved the scent on the gym socks. When can I get the unwashed lace pair?" My jaw hit the floor. I looked at Sarah. She turned ghost white. She ripped the USB cord out so hard, she almost broke the port. For the rest of the 2-hour drive, she didn't say a word. Then we pulled into the driveway. She grabbed my arm, digging her nails in, and hissed, "If you say a word, I'll tell everyone you were high and hallucinating. Who do you think they'll believe? The church volunteer or the girl with the nose ring?" But that's not even the worst part. At dinner that night, my mother-in-law made a toast to Sarah and her husband for buying their new $850,000 home. She said, "It's a blessing from God for living such a pure, righteous life." She was staring directly at me. Sarah actually winked at me while sipping her sparkling grape juice. Now my mother-in-law is demanding I help Sarah plan the church bake sale to cleanse my spirit. I have the dashcam footage inside the cabin. It recorded audio of her threat. My husband says I seem on edge. Do I expose her and destroy the family, or let her keep playing the saint while she treats me like dirt? What would you do in this situation? Let me know in the comments.